What's up, everyone? So in the last episode, if you watched the whole thing, I hope you did. If you did, thank you. We got the motor out of the Charger. So in this episode, we're gonna rip it apart and see what kind of shape it's in, or mostly just taking it apart so then we can start working on it to make it the ground pounder that I want it to be. I'm also using the head cam again in this video because I just like how the footage turned out. But if you guys don't like it, let me know in the comments below and we can go back to the standard static style like that all the hot rod shows and stuff use. But I just feel like this is better because it feels more interactive. You guys get to see what I'm doing and it's more up close. Alright, so in theory, if my little bit of training has taught me anything, this comes off. And then the distributor, well actually first, so I already went through and marked all the spark plug wires, so we just pop them off like so. I also marked the distributor cap front and back, so I shouldn't have to mess with it that much when we put it back in the car, so then we don't have a mishap like people blowing their faces off because the carburetors, the distributors tuned or adjusted backwards. So everything's all disconnected there, and there. Flip this over and come right out. There we go. Ow, that kind of hurt a little. All right. Oh, I've never seen what it looks like down in there. Is that gear supposed to come up with it? Oh, and now the Charger will be our part stash. Next, we're going to try and get these accessories off so then I can get like the water pump off and get to the rest of like the exhaust manifold bolts better. No need for a ratchet on this one. We have the technology.
We have technology.
If technology was adjusted right. Now that little chrome socket won't fit on this, but we got impacts. You actually scared me. Ow.
You gonna keep track of all the stuff you get to delete? All the emissions bullcrap?
Well, this is the only thing that's getting deleted.
Yeah.
Unlike you, I'm gonna have power steering.
I don't need power steering. I didn't delete it because my motor didn't come with it.
And even though you say you don't need it, there is times where it looks like you're driving and you want it.
Only when I'm stopped. It doesn't help having steamrollers as tires. Or my ridiculous steering handles.
Alright, which hole did I think it went in this one? Did this go on there? I don't think that went on there. Out to the car. Yeah, we'll put it right here on the floor. Hindsight, we should have left this bracket with the alternator, but it's in our way. Dang, that thing's long. We'll put that back in with the water pump. No! Okay, what size is this? 9/16. Those I might need. Kind of just set those back in there. All right, this is going in the car. Ooh, it's gonna be a fun montage. Oh, I'd hope there'd be more rattling and ugga-duggas. Definitely has enough grease on it. All right, so what's still holding you on? That one, which I'm gonna need this one. Okay, what are you still attached by? Oh, nothing. Into the car with ye. You go down there. Now, if I remember correctly, we're gonna put this one back there temporarily. Maybe, if it'll let me. This one went back here? No, no, uh-oh. I don't remember where it went. Where'd you go? Well then, we'll put you in the car. Oh, come on, you're just talking like it last time. There we go. All right, question is, do I want to go after the water pump or the intake manifold next? Or the exhaust manifolds? Let's do exhaust manifolds. All right, so I already sprayed those manifold bolts down with rust breaker earlier. Let's see how good it did. Oh. Come on, come out. There we go. Wow, these are a lot easier than I thought they'd be. I thought I'd have to like use heat and stuff. But they're just coming right out. Like it's only just a couple knocks and they're coming right out. Here we go, found this. These are putting up just a little bit more of a fight. No! Oh, crap. Oh, here we are. Hope the other side's just as easy. So they're all pretty much easy except for this one and this one, which are different sizes. All right, let's back up the rest of back up the ones that came off. Nope, wrong way. All right, now I just gotta figure out what that size and that size are. Ooh, that one's a bit tougher. And that one's the next size up. What is that piece of hardware? So, oh, wait. There shouldn't be, unless those are just that strong. Well, actually, let's see what happens. None on the bottom. Where's a big hammer? We're gonna use the hammer that so graciously gave its life when that frame from Steve C60 that had that cab fell on it. And it is very heavy. But it still works as a hammer, so we're gonna see what happens when I do this. Wait. Oh, that would probably help. Oh, there we go. Big hunk of cast iron. This isn't going in the car. I'm gonna try and get rid of this. Okay, that one's all ready to come out. So if we do the same thing over here. Why was it insulated with cotton? Oh, no. Oh, crap. That's not good. Ah, get off there. Well, now I gotta figure out how to put that back up on the stand. So I can't even get it to budge. So my plan of action is just keep pulling parts off until it's light enough to do something with it. So let's get this emissions crap off, which funnily enough has a GM logo stamped on it. That's why it didn't work. Just kidding, I don't really care. But we're gonna get it off and then manifold next. Ah. I don't even know if I can get a socket on that one. So that bolt and probably the rest of the intake manifold bolts are all 9/16ths, but I can't use a socket on it. So we're gonna find a wrench, which I wish I didn't have to use a wrench because those take forever. Okay, is it this way? Or is it this way? Uh-oh. This one might be stuck. 9/16ths. Steve's jamming out. Okay, let's see what this does. I gotta get these off so I can get, well, can I get to this one? No. Yeah, I gotta take that plate off. No. Well, let's at least get to this one first. And this one. And yeah, it's all of them I can get to. So off with the plate. Start putting sockets back so I don't lose them. Oh wait, no, we don't need it on the ratchet. That ratchet's old-fashioned. We're going new school. And just so we don't start losing stuff. All right. Ugga Dugga device. Okay, we're getting an extension. Come on. There we go. I thought it was stronger than this. Mm-hmm. Haha! I don't need to take you out. So, I say we just go around. Now, ow, give me a splinter. Should be as easy as all right, what's still holding you down? There's that pry bar. Probably a bit overkill, but it makes the job easier. Wait here. What are you... Do I have to take the heads off too? Alright, what about now? Okay, I see it moving. Come on, lift. I should probably get that hose off. Then this emissions crap. Be gone with these! Alright, so there's nothing holding this in. As you can see, if I put this pry bar here and twist, it is fully freestanding, but I think the edges of the valve covers are holding it on. So let's pop these valve covers off real quick, because I'm kind of curious to see what these look like. I'm not really too concerned about getting crap down the holes of these because I don't plan on reusing any of this upper end anyway. Let's get new heads, as you guys saw in an earlier video. New heads. If the budget allows, I might put chrome valve covers on this. So it's getting a whole new upper end, nice and shiny and new and fancy. Where's that hammer? Okay, maybe not. Let's not do that. Where's the pry bar? Second favorite tool, pry bar. I wish I could find the smaller one, but it works. Ha ha. Sensei. Oop. This one's not fully off. Uh-oh. Oh, where are all these bolts going? There's one. Oh, there's another. That one probably went here. Hopefully one didn't fall down in the head there. Doesn't look like it did. Oh, there's another one. This one probably went here. I'll find it. You still gotta go out in the car because I'm gonna use the bolts. And maybe the cap, who knows. Yeah, you can go right there. Stay. Alright, let's zip these off. Well, since nothing to worry about falling off here, let's see what shape this is in. I can't tell if that's rust or if that's... Yeah, it's probably just rust. But yeah, not that bad. Well, let's go put this one in the car. So now, with nothing in the way, like no tabs holding or anything, this should just lift right off. Yes, it does. Now, crap. Ah, stop. Stop. Something to catch it, something to catch it, something to catch it. Yeah, that should be good. Let's put that there. Yeah. We're getting all new seals so that all this can go away. Yeah. Probably take these seals too. Oh. Those are gonna have to, oh. Yeah, those are gonna have to get scraped off. All right, now you can go in the car. And getting rid of this is gonna be a massive upgrade because this is heavy cast iron and the one I'm getting is lightweight aluminum. Or as my British friends would say, aluminium. Actually, just be easier to put it in the seat. Seat's going away anyway. Next, let's get this water pump off. Oh, and this one. Just so I don't mix my parts up with Steve's. So now I should just be able to, whoop. Look at that. Oh, where'd that go? I should be able to reuse this just with a new gasket. Note to self, scrape all that off before we put it back on. So next, we need to pull off the harmonic balancer and crank pulley, which is a 1 1/4. That's a big one, ain't it? Yeah. Oh. What size do we think those other little bolts are?
So those bolts look like they just hold us to.
So what happens if we just give it a little tappy tap? Well, we're kind of dead in the water then because we need to get that off to get the timing cover off. Probably pull the fuel pump, but we could just do that when we do everything else.
When you take your lunch tomorrow, just go up to the frames and see if tell me let you use one.
Oh yeah. The thing is though, I can't come up here and do it because I'm technically still at work and you're gone, so you don't want me in here.
I'm not going tomorrow.
Oh. All right, everyone, we are back with day 2 over at Steve's, and I got a chicken's foot from a mechanic buddy of mine, and let me show you why I call it that for those who don't know what I'm talking about or don't know what it looks like. Chicken's foot. Chicken's foot.
Oh, fuller.
Yeah. Well, they call this style chicken's foot. But I need this one specifically to get the harmonic balancer off. But first, gotta get that off. So, let's ugga-dugga that thing. And maybe the extension was a bit much. I'd probably put this out in the car, but as you guys can see and hear,
Okay, that's enough.
it's very much raining out there and very wet. So after consulting another mechanic friend of mine, we're using this, but you're supposed to use it with 3 bolts, but after going through all of those, only 2 actually thread in. So he told me there is a way you can do it with just 1, but you have to be very careful. Also, I had to grab a pair of washers off the intake manifold because these bolts, the heads, are just a smidge too, well, they just fit, but I'm worried they might slip out. So I got the washers for extra security. Come on, thread in. He also said to have this backed out a little bit, so then I've got room to pull the balancer off. I'm gonna bring those in just a little bit more. Impressive. Oh, back this out some more, like a lot more. What do we just so I know I'm exactly even. There. All the way in. Oh wait, we might have a bit of an issue with that. So now what we're gonna do instead is back these out 1 thread each. Because what I'm trying to do is try and get this cone on. Alright, so I got these backed out far enough. I've got the tip put on.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. And it looks like this is a 3/4. Nailed it! So now we start pushing this in, and hopefully the pulley comes right off. That's not going well. Oh, that's not good. Well, I gotta run to the hardware store and get another one of those bolts. All right, we are back. I had to run to the hardware store and get 4 new bolts as well as washers, because I bent one, and the other one was getting kind of bent too, and I also bent the washers. So now we got it, and we just turn and turn. Will it come off before we hit that nut? The answer is I don't think so. So now what we got to do is back this off, take all those out. You need context for the clip. Steve's still working on videos.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh. Yep. Where's the big socket? Wait, I shouldn't actually need this.
Okay, dinner time.
Dinner time?
Yep.
Almost there. Now I gotta put this back in the proper way to do it. So first, what you want to do is get them all like threaded in a little bit. Just like going, you don't have to try and make them even just yet. Now, put on the cone piece. That is kind of easy to lose. Now, almost looks like this tool is tweaked already. So now you got to make up for that by making sure it is level by holding it level itself and adjusting all the bolts properly. Yeah, that should be good. Now we get our ratchet on and pull this mama jamma the rest of the way off. And then do that process again until you get all the way off, because there's still not enough clearance to pull this off with. I think I just got to pull the washer off. So I will come back when that is off. All right, so it is off. Put this back over here. Yes.
Yes.
Haha. Now we can get back to fun ugga-duggaing and buzzing. While I find out which socket this is, remember to like, comment, subscribe if you're liking the build series. If you're not, stick around, because I have 10 vehicles, 10, about to be 11. So, yeah, stick around. A channel favorite will be returning pretty soon, now that things are really warming up outside. But like I said again, stick around. There'll be other vehicles that you'll most likely like. It's mostly just consisting of this one, because it's at Steve's place, and he probably wants it out of here. Also, I'm eager to get it going because I want something cool to drive this summer. Although one of my other trucks, Alistair, you will see here pretty soon, because he needs a fuel pump, or not fuel pump, a fuel sending unit and tires. Ooh. Yep, there's one. And fuel pump probably has to come out. Yeah, there we go. Like, look how loose these are. I gotta break them loose, and then they come right out. Combine the two, and yeah, that's how it's done. Hey, there's a bunch of fuel. No, shouldn't be anything else holding this on. So let's get our trusty hammer and tap it. All right, so just a little love tap. Why isn't it coming off?
That wasn't little, Spencer.
I think I got holes.
Is that your timing cover?
Yep. Timing cover, half the water pump housing.
Probably all held down with adhesive. You're gonna have to use screwdrivers or pry bars. Because like I said, somebody's been in here.
Wait, why does it act like there's still a bolt holding this on?
There's adhesive for that. Like gasket maker.
There's no way there's that much.
I bet there is.
I can't do much prying on this side because I got the dipstick right in the way.
Your oil pan.
Oh, I gotta take the oil pan off?
2 front bolts. Looks like 2 front ones come right up into the cover.
Oh, is that it? Okay. So I guess before we take the timing cover off, let's get the heads off. So then there's less weight to flip it over and to move. About getting dirty, because we're not going to be reusing these.
Swap me.
Yeah. No. It's dying. We finally ran into our first troublesome bolt. These are very difficult to take out for some reason. What'd they torque these to? So we're gonna test DeWalt's power because I couldn't get them off with my Milwaukee. What?
I was really hoping I was gonna break it loose.
I guess a couple taps with a dead blow hammer, hopefully shake the head loose.
Maybe.
No, I hopefully vibrating the head a bit will break those loose. What did you eat for dinner?
Wasn't sure if you'd hear that.
Jeez.
We had Taco Bell last night. And for lunch today. And for my second lunch today. Not bad.
I'd say. Working on cars is supposed to keep you skinny. And pull. Nope. Oh, come on. There we go.
Got 130 views, so I liked it. And then I said, really? No likes? I want to do a burnout.
So we got those two center ones broken loose. It just took a breaker bar. It wasn't really that hard. Proof Taco Bell really affects people. Although it doesn't affect me, but that's probably because I'm built different.
I just messaged a lady that buys birds from me and I sent her a picture of the video of the burnout pit. I was like, sorry, wrong person.
I forgot this one. Please come out. I need your help again. Steve, I need your help again.
Carl! I know you've done something.
Whatever do you mean?
Oh boy.
And pull. Oh. Oh, come on. There we go. It's not supposed to be this hard to work on cars. And here you see on a rare occasion, Dosh Chop and Tune Shop using DeWalt. Because my Milwaukee died and I don't have a battery.
Didn't get that. But you said you used to well.
Oh, my camera did. Fork. Break loose. I really don't want this engine to tip over. Oh. That would probably also help if I took the last one out. All right, now will it break loose? So I'm really wanting to get this head off. Oh, it's moving. This totally is good for the deck surface. Oh, that's a spark plug.
It was. Now it's
Yeah.
just a plug.
Well, now it's a bunch of broken ceramic. Where's that small pry bar?
Get a wiggle.
Yeah, it's wiggling. How much silicone did they put on this?
The head, there shouldn't be any.
Yeah, but you should have seen how much was on the intake manifold. Ah! Oh. I'm making a bit more of a mess.
Because you got another head bolt, Spencer.
What? No, I don't. Shouldn't.
You do.
Oh. Oops.
What is that?
It's nothing.
Bigger pry bar, Spencer.
No, you didn't see anything. I know what I'm doing. I don't make mistakes.
I bet that bolt doesn't come out with impact.
I bet you it does. Because the other one on the other side did. Ha-ha! You were saying?
To be able to pick up and wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I know how heavy these are.
Thing you bought before dry.
Yes! Alright, what's stuck?
Yes.
Haha! It was not like that. Look at all that coolant in the cylinder. Alright, now that we know what we're doing this time around. Ah! Don't put them together. I guess it doesn't matter actually.
Even though I should record it the other way.
All right. Taking bets. How many of these do you think we have to break with the breaker bar?
3.
All right. All right. All right. Oh, heck yeah. Not a single one. Did it break free?
No.
Why? I don't understand. We did everything.
Wait, just stop talking, Spencer.
Because this one's still... All right, now let's see what happens. It should still break free, though. This is Sparta! Why aren't you cooperating? Hey, there we go. It's peeing because it's scared of me. I'm just a big child with a camera, aren't I? Should I just keep hitting it from this side? It was the most effective. Oh, there we go. All right. Come on. Those are your tools, not mine. Ha-ha! Oh, come on. Yeah! Nice. All right, so now the plan is we're gonna set the motor up on end and take the oil pan off.
How to resurface a head. So strong, Spencer.
I don't really care about bending the flex plate anymore since it's already bent.
So you're taking off the whole oil pan?
Yeah. Might as well anyway, see what the bearings look like. What size do we think these are?
Half.
1/2 inch it is. It's a 1/2 inch.
That's silicone.
Is it?
Yeah, because look at all the silicone right there. Whoever was in here last. That's all fucking silicone, Spencer.
Hang on.
Or is that your water?
No, this is where the water pump was. So this is.
Timing cover gasket, I mean.
There's no way that's all silicone.
That little dab right there is.
What, do they not believe in gasket sets?
Probably not.
Like, yeah, let's just. They probably use like 3 tubes of silicone on this motor. So wait, that means, is this? Oh yeah, that's silicone. Here, can I see that? Wait, where'd it go?
My opinion. I don't know how I can do that.
Yeah, there we go. Now, we send it. All right, we got an extension. Uh-oh, sweet. Haha. All right, well, the timing cover now comes off, so let's look into that. What is this? What? What are you? Who is this man's? And what is that? So, I found the last, or the second to last bolt. Oh, you suck. There we go. Now we just take this out a quarter turn at a time. All right, so I didn't record taking the last two bolts out because it was like really boring quarter turns at a time, and I didn't think you guys would like that. So I just took them out by myself. Oh yeah, I talked to a Mopar buddy of mine, and he says he doesn't know what these are at all. But they're definitely not stock because they are cut metal and broken and weird. Someone's definitely had this motor apart before. So let's tip this back up. All right, and let's get this oil pan off. If it'll let me. All right, now for the moment of truth. What's the inside the oil pan look like? Ooh. Oh crap, I'm making more of a mess. Sorry, Steve. Don't mind the coolant, that's just from everything we've been doing. I don't see any glitter in there, do you? I think I might have lucked out. Yay. Alright everyone, so that's going to be the end of day 2 because it is currently 9 at night. Starting to chill down a little, and I'd say it's a lot of good progress that we made. Sucks that I messed up the flex plate, but it looks like I might be able just to bend that straight back out. Next time we're back out here working on this, we're going to take those bearing caps off and see if there's any spun bearings. From what it looks like, there shouldn't be, because like you saw earlier, no sparkly in there. Like I said, the coolant's probably just because it got some in there from disassembly. So, on to the next day. Alright, so it's the next day. Hopefully it's the last day tearing this apart before it goes off to the machine shop. We're going to pull the crank, the oil pump, and against better judgment, we're going to check all the main and rod bearing caps individually so we don't mix up the caps. Also, turkey. So first up, we're going to start with the easy stuff and just get this cam gear off. Now I was told to be very careful not to lose that and make sure to put it back on when we're done. And the gear should just... Oh, are you kidding? I need a puller for that too. So to get something done today, we're going to pull the oil pump off at least. Hopefully that doesn't need any special tools other than a... And now should just... Haha. Alright, let's take this first one off and see what this one looks like. Get a small hammer and tap that off. Not quite a small hammer, but it'll do. Doesn't look terrible. Let me get a second opinion on it. Alright, so I talked to my trusted mechanic, and he says that that bearing looks alright. The streaks in it were just from a little bit of dirt. So I am all good to put this back in. Alright, so for anyone that's now getting anxious, I'm not gonna like send it down or anything. I'm just gonna speed up the process. Grab this and set this to 85. Man, 85 is a lot. Okay. Now, just so I'm not having to mess with that the whole time, we're gonna do all the main ones first, and then check the rods. Alright, so because my mechanic friend says that that's no good, because you got brass showing there, that doesn't look good. Replace all the bearings, which I'm inclined to believe what he says. So we're gonna put this one back, put these bolts back in it, and we're gonna start marking these like this. So we're gonna do M1, M for main, 1 because it's at the front, do an F, well actually what if I do M1 front? Ah, it doesn't really want to write because of all the grease or all the oil. Now I got some paint on the end of this. M1. Whoa! Whoa! Front. And then this one, get a light on it. Actually, we'll just take these off and mark them as we go. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I found this board. We're gonna do front, and we're just gonna start taking them off. Oh, I might need a wider board. And then we'll pull this one back out. This side was facing towards the front. Yeah, so I don't even need to wipe the oil off to see that. I was told if there's any brass showing, then the bearing needs to be replaced. I'd say it needs to be replaced. At least it's not spun though. I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, there's a lot of brass showing through on that one.
Found my other screwdriver I've been missing for months.
Really?
As in my gray truck.
Kind of gray, but not bad. Yeah, they're starting to come out. Oh, that's a huge streak of brass.
So Spencer was impatient, came over, started working the motor, and he found some not so good stuff. So what is the not so good stuff, Spencer?
The motor is, how do I say this in a YouTube friendly term? Very, very not good. See, that's not supposed to be brass. Oh. So yeah, that means all the bearings are worn, or at least all the main bearings. And I'm told that if you do the main bearings, you have to do all the bearings. Which, I'm getting the block hot tanked anyway, so all this has to come out anyway.
What one is it? This, wait. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
Wait, is your fingernail actually catching in that?
Yeah.
Ooh. One thing I forgot to do that I forgot you could do is put these back on, the nuts that hold the bearing caps on. Not only do they protect your threads, they make it just good keepers so you don't lose them. It's not really any brass showing, but they do look worn. How does this one look? And I can't turn the the motor anymore because that flex plate's bent. So I'm gonna, real quick, I'm gonna have to see if I can bend that back into place. So I'm gonna do something kind of risky and lay the engine down so then I can get to everything easier underneath. I probably should have taken this off in the first place so then this doesn't happen, because now I can't use this. I gotta get a new one. Hopefully they're not too much. And get to this bearing cap, which this is cylinder 2. There we go. So I don't know if I've mentioned or not already, but my mechanic friend that says that someone has most likely been in this motor already. For what reason, who knows, but there's markings on the crank already. That one looks fine. Sure, you go there.
My song!
Yeah!
Copyright infringement. I use the sound.
Now I do. No!
Monsters Inc. Sully.
And then should just, there we go. What's this look like? Not bad. There, that's all the bearings. Well, except for the rear main. Don't drop this one, don't drop this one, don't drop this one, don't drop this one. Now, all this rotating around should have broken this loose. Come on. So, let's rotate it some more, since it hasn't. So, the rear bearing is coming out. What does it look like, since that's where most of the damage is further back? Yeah, not as bad as I thought. So we shall put this one here with this one and this one. And should just lift right out. Well, once I get all the pistons out. And up. Okay, maybe, well, don't grab there. Up.
Let's put it back to the twisty jerky motion.
Ooh. All right, so this is how we're gonna do it. 1, 3,
5.
5, 2. I said 2.
Jesus.
4, 6, 8. That didn't turn out like I planned it.
No?
No. 5, come on, 5 and 7. There, now they're all marked, we can pull them out. But first, I'm gonna mark which direction they were in. Hopefully that one can be seen. And then actually the rest of them are pretty self-explanatory. Also, I have this recording to show me how they came out. Let's get the pistons out and then maybe we can get the crank out. I got the pry bar. I'm gonna use the rubber, the handle side in there. Yeah. Ah. Okay, let's lay these things out.
Yeah, lay them out.
Yeah, lay them out.
Set up for a number and everything.
What about this one? It's supposed to be on the copyright free list. Well, that's not copyright. Quick!
Like the 7th time I've heard it.
Quick, turn off the music! So this should be a lot lighter now. So I should be able to tap it, tap it, tap it. Dip it. Oh, the crank won't come out because the timing chain's still around it.
But I wasn't sure if you could tip the crank enough that...
That's what I was trying to do and it won't do it.
Oh, it's too tight.
Yeah.
Not sure how much the pressers were.
So Steve put in all the effort he's willing to do. So let's tip this back up and get the last of the pistons out and on the floor. All right.
So with the red light blinking, that means I can't use the power saw, right?
I mean, I really don't care. I'm probably just gonna jump through popping these out anyway. Haha. I did it. I did it. I did it. Hooray. So my wonderful memory, I already forgot what order I set these in. So it is, that one's 8, so that makes 6. So we'll put 4. Oh yeah, I forgot. Give me my nut. I don't know if that's normal or not. 3. Oh. That's a lot of brass.
Let's see from over there. So maybe it was a rod knock?
I don't know if it was a rod knock. It probably wasn't that bad, but it was definitely wearing out. No, I think that sound was still the flex or the SAR wheel.
What do your cylinders look like?
You can't really feel that ridge.
Which one?
That where the metal goes from dark to light. You can't really feel it.
I cut on the Honda when I did the Honda. The Honda was bad. The cylinder walls don't look bad. You could probably just use one of those ball hones.
Well, I do have a. I bought a cylinder home.
They don't look bad at all. I just get stock rings. And...
So with that, that's the end of this video. Because Steve's going on vacation in a few hours in the time of posting this. So he's not going to let me back in the shop. I don't have a puller to get that off. So I just got everything laid out here. And when he gets back, I will hopefully have a puller to pull these off. And then the block will be going out to the machine shop. So if you guys are looking forward to that and you like how the build is going, like, comment, subscribe, and share so other people can see this and it gets pushed in the algorithm. And hopefully in maybe like a few more videos we'll be putting this back together with some fancy speed parts. So don't scrap them, save them.